We are going to practice using the library catalog and creating a Google slide. So now that you are logged in to your Google account, we are going to go over here to this waffle. Looks like a waffle, so I call it a waffle. Click it and click on your drive. Your Google Drive, I think of, is like your backpack. Your backpack holds all of your school supplies. The Google Drive holds all the things that you create in Google in one location. Once you are in your Drive, let's go to New, and we're going to start a new Google Slides. Once your Google slide opens, I personally like to change the layout, where I make the layout blank. You could, if you don't have this here, you could go up to slide and apply layout and blank. So you have a blank slide to start with. Next, you're going to open a new tab and go to the library. So type LIB for library dot COMALISD.org. Return. Find our school, Danville Middle School, and open up the catalog tab. This is where you would search for a book that you might be interested in reading. So for example, if I like dogs, I would type in dogs and do a keyword search and see if I can find a book that looks interesting to me. You can see right away I have 255 books that have to do with dogs, and I could look at the covers of the books and see if there's something I am interested in. You can see these books right here. They're in the nonfiction section of the library. Those would be informational books. Notice they all have a number, call number 636.7. So I would go to the nonfiction section to find these kinds of books. Going down, ooh, look, Draw 50 Dogs, a how to draw book in the nonfiction section. Sometimes you'll see one located in the genre. So this is in the fantasy section. You would find it with the letters HUN. Here's another one in the fantasy section. Action and adventure, humor, and so forth. If I get to the bottom of the page, I could click to the second page. So your goal is to find a book that you think you might want to read and click on it. Once you find a book, like let's say I like Stick Dog, that looks funny. It's in the humor section. You could click on it and you could read a little bit about what that book is about. This one says, Stick Dog and his friends must execute a master plan for stealing hot dogs. That sounds kind of funny. So if you like it, touch the picture and two-finger click on the mouse. So 2 fingers and go down to copy image and then come up here to your Google slide and find a place and 2-finger click and paste. Then you have the picture of the book. You can click and move that book wherever you would like. Once you have a book in place, then I want you to write me one sentence of why you want to read that book. So the text box tab, click and drag, and write me a sentence. I want to read this book because it looks funny and I like dogs. Might be something you would say. Then once you have that one done, go find another one. So I'm going to go back to the library, go to catalog again, and this time search for something different. So this time I'm going to search about plants. I like to learn about plants. Keyword search. It's finding all the books I have about plants, 141 of them. Let's see what I have. Lots of Plant versus Zombies. No, I'm not really interested in that. Ooh, here's a book on plants and insects in the nonfiction section. Lots of books about plants, plants that I eat, plants that poison, lots of information about plants. Let's see. I bet there's not really stories except for Plants versus Zombies. Oh, there's one, Phoenix Rising. There's a book on trees. Edible gardening, growing your own vegetables, fruit, and more. Now that one sounds interesting. I think that's the one I'm going to choose. So I'm going to click on the title. It says provides readers with gardening projects for edible plants. Now that looks fun to make. So I'm going to two-finger click it, copy image, go back to my presentation, two-finger click, and paste. And I'm going to move it and write one sentence about it. So text box, click and drag, and tell me why you want to read it. I want to read this book so I can learn more about planting my own food to eat. There you go. Once you have that done, I would like you to share it with me. So to share it, you're going to click on the title up here and type in your teacher's name, so Miss Solis. What class period are you in? So let's just say second period. And your first name. So I'm going to type in my first name. Then you come over here to the share button. And here you would find your teacher that wants you to share. So I want you to share this with me. So you would type in Zip. And my name is Melissa Zip. So you click on it. And then you might even share this with Miss Solis. Her first name is Maria. So you would click on that. And you would hit share or send. And now it is good to go. If you have time, you can see how you can change some of these things. Like, for example, you can change the background, the color, to something prettier or different. You could change the way the words look, like highlighting them, maybe changing to a different font, maybe changing the size, maybe even changing the color. I wonder if that's fill color, border color. Letter color. So I want that to be green. And you can change. So play around and save some changes like that. All right, happy book shopping.